As we all know, the Supreme Court is coming for the Voting Rights Act again. But in order to understand why that's such a big deal, we need to go back and look at why the VRA was necessary in the first place. Congress passed the 13th Amendment to outlaw slavery and involuntary servitude, and then when the former Confederate states used the black codes to criminalize everyday life for black people, Congress passed the 14th Amendment guaranteeing equal protection under the law for all people born or naturalized in the United States, which included formerly enslaved people. The problem was that even after all that, and the fact that the 14th Amendment penalized states that didn't allow black men to vote, states were still not allowing black men to vote. So to remedy that, Congress passes the 15th Amendment in 1870, stating that the right to vote cannot be abridged based on race, color, or previous condition of servitude. And once black people started voting, they started putting themselves in office, which of course did not make former Confederate states very happy. They instituted poll taxes, literacy tests, and property requirements, which, despite being colorblind in nature, clearly discriminated against disadvantaged black people. They also used racialized terror and violence by organizations like the Ku Klux Klan to keep black people from exercising their right to vote, and often murdered people that stepped out of line. And Southern states got away with that for almost 100 years after the ending of the Civil War, until the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. And one of the purposes of the VRA is to make sure that state and federal courts step in to stop racist voter maps and election rules, because you can't fight racism if you're pretending it doesn't exist. But judging by the fact that the Supreme Court has already gutted affirmative action and is kneecapping the VRA's ability to do its job, SCOTUS disagrees. Bottom line, the Voting Rights Act exists because white supremacy and democracy cannot coexist. And the only way to stop this takeover from becoming complete is to show up to vote. Because we're heading toward authoritarianism faster than a grown-up going down the cop slide at Boston City Hall. So let's honor the true spirit of the Voting Rights Act by going out and exercising the right that it protects. I'm Kyrie Thompson with Embrace. Like, share, and subscribe for more.